Hello. Now, in today's lecture, I will explain whether the block mode delivery is a success or a failure. Okay. So, let me go to the directly example of MN623. Now, in MN623, there are various attacks actually. Basically, for example, let us say session hijacking. Now, my point is, in a block mode, student they are studying in a 4 week one subject. So there is a limitations on the faculty as well as for the students. The first limitation is the time, second limitation is the resources, and third limitation is whether the knowledge is percolating or not. Okay, so with this example, just I will show you how the block mode delivery has to be done. Now, the topic today is session hijacking. Session hijacking, basically, it happens and a drawback of the Diffie-Hellman protocol, where there is a man in the middle attack. So, if there is no certifying authority, then Alice is not sure whether the Bob is communicating with her, or Bob is not sure whether the Alice is communicating with him. So, there are many issues, and basically hacker they make the use of the cookies, which is nothing but the tasty treat for the hackers, and they are using these cookies, manipulating cookies to have the access, unauthorized access of the session. Okay, so now I'm going to the Kali Linux, I'm firing the Kali. So now here you can see that there are various softwares involved, and these softwares will take their own time for the booting, for the execution. So in a block mode, this is the first limitation. So faculty has to be very expert, technically very expert, and that is the reason I told they should have minimum 20 years of the experience in the field. Otherwise, block mode is going to be big failure. So now see here, the machine itself is taking, let us say 20-30 seconds of the time for the booting. And once again, I'm telling you from my experience as a teacher for block mode in networking technologies in Victoria University, Australia, where there was a 1 month given and there were 10 labs. So every day I was conducting 2 hours of the lecture followed by the 2 hours of the lab every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And there were two assignment one, assignment two. And based on these two assignment, the final grade were allotted to the student. I observed that the attendance of the student is almost 90%, and plenty of the students they got a high distinction. But there were few cases where the student they were saying that we are facing a lot of difficulties in understanding. So block mode is a very complex delivery. Anyway, I will come to the today's session hijacking, which is MN623. So here I'm using the EtherCap software, particularly graphical. Now you will say that, sir, why you are using graphical? Because in block mode, as I told you already, there is a limitation on the time. So now that is the reason I'm using the graphical here software that is called as the EtherCap for the demonstration of the session hijacking. So now I am accepting the terms here. Now going for the host scanning. So I'm scanning here the host. So I have scanned the host. Now let me check the list of the host which I have scanned. So host list. So now see here 00138. This is nothing but my router through which I am connecting with the Zoom, and 10.0.0.175 is nothing but my Windows operating system. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this router as a target 1 and my Windows machine as a target 2. Now let us say man in the middle attack, which is nothing but the inherent drawback of the Diffie-Hellman protocol. So that drawback is removed by issuing the certificates. So these kind of the attacks which I'm demonstrating now will happen only on a HTTP, where there is no certification, there is no secure socket layer. So I'm going here for poisoning of these two nodes, that is this one and this one. I have done the poisoning of the node, groups are formed. Now I'm going to the basically my Windows operating system physical one, and I'm going here for the website cybercertifications.com.au. Now this website is a HTTP website, it is in australia.au. So on this website, now I am there as a user or as a victim, and somebody is monitoring me through EtherCap on the virtual Kali. But we both machines are on the same Wi-Fi. Okay, so now here I'm typing my username, okay, and I'm typing my password as a password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I have done login. Okay, one more time I will put my login and password as a here now credentials I'm again putting once again, but these are the false credentials just for the demonstration. So now here password I will give demo 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. Now I'm going to my Kali Linux, which is monitoring my activity, and see here host username Pritham demo. This is the password. First session user Pritham, password is this one. Before that one, see here Pritham is the username and password is password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is a demonstration of the session hijacking with the help of the EtherCap graphical by using Kali Linux on a virtual platform and Windows machine that is a physical one, and browser use the Internet Explorer. Now this was just a classic example to show that how fast faculty has to be when giving the subject through block mode. This kind of the expertise is required, otherwise this block mode delivery will be a problem basically, because student will first of all they will see how the faculty is demonstrating the lab, they will observe, then they will repeat. If they are having some difficulty, they will have time to discuss with the faculty. So let us say if the lab is for 2 hours, faculty will complete theory, lab demonstration, everything within 15 minutes of the time at the maximum. And remaining 1 hour, 45 minutes will be used as an interaction with the student. So this kind of the qualities, teaching abilities, and let us say expertise, which is required in the block mode. So now one more thing which I want to show you in a block mode, our Moodle has to be modified, because now I'm not doing criticism of any Moodle platform, just I'm giving some addition. Now let us say this is the Moodle platform which I have developed myself. Okay, so now I am logging into this Moodle as an admin. So okay, now here I will log in as an intern instead of the admin as a student. Okay, now this is the platform, Moodle platform. Now I'm showing you where we need to do the corrections. Now in normal, here you can see that student is having all the facilities, course summary, online users. Every Moodle is providing this one: attendance, activities, calendar, then upcoming events. Okay, quick mail. They can chat with their teacher also. So here no changes required. Then here progress of the student. Okay. So now where the correction is required in the block mode, instead of putting all Word files into 3 folders, namely lecture, tutorials, and laboratories, it is now see in this example, I have not put single file into the lectures. Okay, only one file I have put as a demonstration. But instead of that, what I have done embedding of the contents, but not even with a Word file, video contents. So it becomes very easy for the student to understand. Now let us say installation of the Kali Linux. So instead of giving 10 page of the Word file with a screenshot, it is better to give the video, interactive video to the student, which demonstrate how the Kali has to be installed on the virtual box. So let us wait for 2 time, it is loading. Now say installation of the Kali Linux video assignment, video is loading. It is taking bit time because my net connection is slow. I am parallelly running Zoom for the video recording. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm going to the subject once again. And meantime, I will show you another thing. So how to install VirtualBox on Windows 10 step-by-step guide tutorial. Now here it has been embedded into Moodle as an interactive book only. See, everything is there. Student don't need to student there is no need to download anything. Everything is embedded here in the Moodle itself. So let us say that there is a one more example, WhatsApp encryption overview. Here activity is there and we are expecting that student will go through this encryption process of the WhatsApp. So directly the contents, they have been embedded here. So student will read the contents directly instead of downloading contents, not necessary. See, WhatsApp encryption overview. Here, teacher is expecting that the student will go through these contents, how the encryption happens in the WhatsApp. And then you can see here, this is an innovative way of doing Moodle, basically. I will check whether this video assignment interactive video is working now or not. Yes, it started working. Now video itself is embedded here. Now this is an interactive video in which student will come across some questions. Now let us say Kali Linux is the industry's leading distribution in ethical hacking, whether it is true or not true. Check, continue. Video will continue. So then at the end of this one, at the end of the video, student will submit the all these answers and the faculty will do the grading. So now see, submit answer. Student has submitted only one answer. So faculty will do the grading. So this is one way of improving the Moodle. So this is just my advice. Thank you very much. And this completes my video on the topic whether the block mode is a success or failure. I think if the faculty is having require experience in that particular technology and bit of I mean to say that if the faculty is, let us say, in the industry for 20 years, then definitely the block mode is successful. But for that one, there are many requirements, as I told you in this entire demonstration. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.